Hey, what's happening, everybody? Here we are with the iPhone 15 Pro, a little more than 2 months later review. How do I feel about this phone? Well, first off, really cool phone. It's a lot lighter than the iPhone 14 Pro, made out of titanium, versus the stainless steel. It's cool. It took me a while to get used to. I prefer the actual feel of the iPhone 14 Pro versus this, but I got used to it, and that's the way it is. Next up, I want to talk about the display on this thing here. Now, the display is not overly warm and it's not overly cool. It's, to me, and you all know how I'm really picky about my displays. To me, this display is right in the middle. It's what I call like a white display, right? You don't get like the crazy yellows, but then again, like you don't have like a blue tinted type display that you get on some cooler displays, right? Like a warmer will give you a yellow look to it. This is just right there. It's right in the middle. Apple also doesn't, like Samsung, Apple does not give you the option to adjust the colors. Like with Samsung, you can do that, right? You can go into your settings and you can, pick how, if you really want your display to pop. Apple just gives you kind of just one choice and you're just there with it, and which is all right. And also the refresh rate, it goes from 1 hertz to 120. So it just depends on what you're doing, and you also have no control over that. You just can't you can't go into settings and set it at 60. Some people would prefer to do that. Look, Apple gets 60 hertz, right? It's just the way it is. I know that aggravates some people, but that is what that is, right? I wanted to say, well, durability. I keep the phone you can see the case up there. I keep the phone in a case, so I mean, I really don't. And I keep it like in an armor type case from a sub case, so I'm not really, there's no scratches, there's nothing going on. And I know a lot of people, not a lot of people, but I know some people that go caseless. There's just no way I'm doing it because I don't know, it just feels all phones feel kind of slippery-ish in the hand. And since we're back here, these cameras are amazing. You all know I make videos. And for the most part, when I am recording videos, this is the device I use to make those videos. And the cameras on here are super amazing. I use iMovie to edit those videos, and it works really well. You can do voiceovers with iMovie and all that. But anyway, as far as call quality is concerned and cellular connectivity, which those two are extremely important because this is a phone, call quality is amazing, straight up. Cellular connectivity is better than my S23 Ultra unlocked. That's just the way that is. I carry two phones, so I'm always carrying this iPhone 15 Pro all the time. And then when it comes to my Android devices, I switch off between a Samsung device or a Pixel device. And all of my devices are unlocked. So, yeah. Anyway, but I digress. Stepping back a little bit. The iPhone 15 Pro definitely has better cellular connectivity than my S23 Ultra unlocked version. Watching videos and stuff on here, and I wanted to mention that. I should probably pull up a video. Let me see here real quick. Let me just see real fast. Alrighty, we'll just look at something here. So pull up a video on here and say you are watching this thing here from the Everyday Dad. Alright, so we'll come over here, go like this. And if you go full display, you can see Dynamic Island over there. It's kind of getting, it intrudes into the process a little bit, into the whole viewing experience. But as you can see, it's a really nice. The bezels on this thing are not humongous, but Dynamic Island is there. That's huge. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but it's not that big of a deal. It's kind of a big deal. All right, but all right, Everyday Dad, good seeing you. Bam. Alrighty. But anyway, that's as far as the display goes, that's that. Battery life on this iPhone 15 Pro, it's all day battery life. Look, sometimes I think I should have got the iPhone 15 Pro Max. But it's just a huge phone. I don't know. I've had the Pro Maxes before, but the battery life on the iPhone 15 Pro Max is amazing on all the Pro Max models, right? Like the 12 Pro Max, 13, 14 Pro Max. The battery life is always amazing, but it's definitely a compromise because whenever you are using the device, one-handed mode is kind of tough, but battery life on this thing is really good. A lot of people, if you want to get better battery life, keep an eye on your app refresh inside of your settings. Just go to settings, type in app refresh, and you'll see everything you need to know. You do not need all your apps refreshing in the background. If you can control that a little bit, then you will get tremendous battery life out of this device here. Now, as far as, let me see here, the software is concerned, performance, the way the phone runs, let's come over here, software update. I'm running iOS 17.2, just updated yesterday. And yeah, I haven't had any issues with this device. Back in the day, even up to I think the last year, I had a little bit of Safari crashing or iMessage would crash. There ain't none of that anymore. That's not what's been happening. This thing has been this thing's been very reliable, we'll just say, all right? There hasn't been nothing weird going on. So it's been stable. All the apps run the way they're supposed to. You can see some of the apps I do run on here. You can see I have a lot of Google apps on here. Unfortunately, Google is getting rid of Google Podcasts. I don't like that. But everything runs the way it should. No issues. Now, I do restart this device like once a week. I try to restart it once a week. It's a good idea to do that with your devices. I know a lot of people say, I never restart my iPhone, and they never have any problems. And, that may be true. But you know what? I do recommend that you restart your iPhone, at least once a week. Just do it. It clears out everything, and it keeps everything running the way it's supposed to. And so on and so forth. Speakers on this device right here, they're really, really nice. They're enjoyable. They're loud. And they're not just loud for the sake of being loud. They're loud and they're clear, and it just sounds good for phone speakers. Apple really, really gets it right. The speakers on this iPhone 15 Pro sound terrific. All right, what else can we talk? We did the battery, we did the display, the build quality. The size of this phone, to me, terrific. If I had to recommend this to recommend an iPhone to most people, I definitely would recommend this iPhone right here, the iPhone 15 Pro, simply because when you're at home, having a huge phone isn't a big deal. But when you're out and about in the city, or you're traveling, or you're whatever it is you're doing, and you're busy, it makes it easier to be able to use a device with one hand. And this form factor, this size factor right here, or this size here, makes it really, really easy for that. Would I have any complaints about this device? I mean, nothing that's not petty, of course. I mean, I wish maybe, I don't know, it's hard to say. I wish maybe like Apple would be a little more, I don't know. Then it wouldn't be Apple then. Like I was going to say, I want to sideload some apps. Come on, chill everybody. I mean, it wouldn't be Apple if that's how it was. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Thank all of you for watching, and I will catch all of you in the next one. Take care.